Father, before we leave, today I met a merchant here. He was extraordinary, spoke 5 languages, knew every trade route, calculated faster than anyone. But he seemed so restless, scattered, talking to everyone, yet finishing nothing. Why would someone so brilliant be so troubled? Ah, you met a Gemini soul without knowing it. Come, let me show you why such brilliance carries such restlessness. Nageshwar, the air here. Everything is moving. Even my thoughts are racing. You're in the realm of Mithun Rashi, Gemini, the twins. After Aries sparked and Taurus spilled, now comes the air that connects everything through communication. Father, why 2 figures? Male and female figure. Because Gemini is duality itself. Let me show you. Gemini is the third sign. Here are its key features. Symbol, male and female union. The twins, 2 in 1. Its sex or gender is neutral, contains both masculine and feminine energy. Its ruling planet is Mercury. It's the second fastest planet, intellectual and also known for communication. Its guna is Rajas, constant activity, also restlessness. Its element is air, invisible but everywhere, carrying messages. Its direction is west, where transformation happens. The body parts are neck, shoulders and lungs, channels of breath and speech. Mercury! Yes, Mercury gives many gifts. Tell me, do you recognize your merchant in these? First, communication, talking, sharing constantly. Information, gathering knowledge everywhere. Writing, expressing thoughts skillfully. Journalism, reporting, sharing stories. Yes, he was talking to everyone and writing. There are more. Fast travel, moving quickly everywhere. Short travel, daily trips, constant movement. Speech, power of the spoken word. Service, helping through connection. Jobs, multiple roles simultaneously. He has 3 jobs. Is that normal? For Gemini, completely. One feels like a prison. Then, sports, hand coordination, physical agility, skills of hands, crafts, manual dexterity, information gathering, endless curiosity, questions, teaching, sharing knowledge naturally. Sickness, vulnerable lungs, shoulders, nerves. Neighbors, local community connections. News, current events obsession. Media, social platforms, communication technology. Dual nature, 2 personalities, changeable. Clever, they are quick-witted and intellectually sharp. Childlike, youthful curiosity, playful. Courage, mental bravery, trying something new always. Transformation, constant change and adapting. Efforts, multiple attempts, various approaches. Strength, mental resilience, communication power. Hobbies, many interests simultaneously. Healing, through words, breath and connection. Tourism. It shows the travel industry, exploring and guiding. So many? No wonder they feel overwhelmed. Now you understand Gemini. They contain multitudes. If Aries says I am and Taurus says I have, Gemini declares I think. Let me test my understanding. My friend who travels constantly knows everyone, fixes anything with his hands, speaks 3 languages but never finishes conversations. Is he Gemini? Excellent. What else? He starts many projects, finishes only few. One day he is serious, next day playful, like 2 people. Yes, you're reading the cosmic signatures. Now let me show how anyone can recognize Gemini energy. Here's how you'll spot Gemini. In your family, that person who knows all the family news, forwards every message, connects everyone. That's information. At work, your colleague handling 3 projects, learning online, planning trips, chatting constantly, complaining. This is boring with 1 task. That's dual nature. In your friend, they like reading 3 books simultaneously, knows random facts, talks to anyone, can't commit to plans. That's communication. On social media, posting constantly, sharing news, always online, always responding. That's media. In terms of professionals, they are journalists, teachers, tour guides, translators, writers. These are Gemini careers. Do you recognize these patterns in yourself or someone else? That restless mind? That need to know everything? If yes, what comes next will explain why. Why twins? Why male and female? Because Gemini doesn't just see both sides. They are both sides. The same Gemini is talkative one day, silent the next, confident in the morning, doubtful in the evening, always makes plans, cancels many, loves their job on Monday, wants to quit on Friday. Your best friend? Then sometimes they need space. Are they being fake? No, Ganesh. This is where people misunderstand. They genuinely feel both sides. They're not two-faced. They're complete. This makes them excellent mediators and teachers. But this gift has a dangerous shadow. Let me tell you about 2 students of Mercury. First student, in 10 years, learned music, math, 5 languages, philosophy, medicine, could discuss anything. One day asked, "What's your wisdom?" He could only list facts. Knew about everything, understood very little. Then the second student, 20 years, learned just pottery. People called them foolish, but through one art, they understood patience, beauty, impermanence, service, and the divine itself. This is Gemini's danger, everywhere and nowhere. What happens when Gemini becomes the first student? Watch for these signs, Ganesh. Information overload. Headlines, never full articles. Facts without wisdom. In real life, talks about everything, solves nothing. Then, commitment issues. 10 things started, nothing is finished. I got bored as life's motto. In real life, there are 3 unfinished novels, 5 abandoned hobbies. With gossip, love sharing everything without verifying. They use their words as weapons. In real life, forwards everything, creates drama. When there is nervous energy, their mind never stops. Anxiety, insomnia, shallow breathing. In real life at 2 a.m. their mind is racing through useless thoughts. They have scattered focus. Phone, TV, conversation, eating, everything is happening at once. They are present nowhere. In real life, you can't remember the last screen-free meal. False freedom, running from depth, calling it keeping options open. In real life, fear of being known, disguised as independence. Recognition, Ganesh, is transformation's first step. For Gemini souls, ask yourself, am I gathering information or avoiding depth? Can you name one thing you fully, completely understand recently? Am I communicating or filling silence? Did you listen more than you spoke in your last conversation? Am I traveling to discover or running from myself? Can you sit alone in silence for 1 hour? Do I know about things or truly understand anything? What's one thing you understand deeply enough to teach a child? Are my hands creating or just consuming? When did you last make something yourself? Do you remember that merchant, Ganesh? Yes, father. Now answer. Is he cursed or blessed? Blessed, but without purpose. All Mercury's gifts, just no direction. Exactly. Gemini without purpose is wind, everywhere but nowhere. But with purpose becomes the bridge between ignorance and knowledge, the divine messenger. The ultimate lesson. You are Mercury's messenger. Words are sacred. Communication is prayer. Remember, speak with purpose, not habit. Learn with depth, not just breadth. Connect with presence, not just contact. Move with intention, not restlessness. So, I think becomes I think with purpose. Yes, evolved Gemini uses words for healing, not gossip, for transformation, not collection, for service, not impression. If you see that merchant again, tell him, your brilliance isn't a curse. Choose one thing that serves something greater. Master it. Your restlessness will become purpose. Now homework for all that are watching. If you're Gemini, choose one thing this week to finish. Notice how different it feels. If you know a Gemini, ask them to teach you something. Watch them come alive. Are you ready? Yes, I'll master what you teach instead of rushing ahead. That's Gemini wisdom awakening. Father, I see the twins. 2 lights, 1 constellation, like the merchant's 2 sides. 1 soul. Yes, unity in diversity. You've learned well. Aries begins. I am. Taurus builds. I have. Gemini connects. I think. Next, we journey from air and thought to water and feeling. From mind to heart. To the soul that feels everything. I'm ready, Father. And so, Ganesh learned that Gemini is not scattered. They are explorers, not superficial. They are seekers, not two-faced. They are the bridge. They are the messenger who declares, I think, therefore I connect. I speak, therefore I serve. For every great idea needs a voice. and Gemini gives that voice wings. Gemini, I think, so the universe says, then speak truth. Listen deeply, build bridges. Remember the homework for Gemini. Finish one thing. To get to know a Gemini, ask them to teach you something. Next chapter, Cancer, the crab who says, I feel.